Hi guys, I'm Emily and I'm a current sophomore here at Pace. I'm an English major with a concentration in creative writing, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I chose Pace. So I kind of applied to Pace and then chose Pace for two different reasons. So in high school I was in theater. Musical theater was my whole life. I totally thought it's what I wanted to do in college, and so I found out about Pace through that. I heard how great their musical theater program is and all of their theater programs are, and so I was like, Pace sounds like a great option for me, and I went on a tour of it this summer before my senior year and I just fell in love. I had the best tour guides ever, totally loved the tour I took, and I just fell in love with the campus, the feel of it. I loved every single thing about it, and it was somewhere where I really felt myself fitting in. For lack of a better word, I loved the vibe of it. I was like, I think that this is a place that, I would fit in with. And so I did the whole audition process, application process, and then partway through my senior year, I realized that theater wasn't quite what I wanted to do in college. As much as I loved it, I had some other avenues that I wanted to explore more than theater. Now, theater had been my life for so long. It was why I applied to all the colleges I applied for, and I felt so lost all of a sudden, like the middle of my senior year. I thought I was so screwed with all of my college applications. Like, what am I gonna do now? I've auditioned for all these schools, but that's not what I want to do. And what do I do now? And I'm gonna have to apply to all these different schools and try to make these deadlines. And I was kind of freaking out, but then I thought about it for a moment and I looked at the applications I had sent in and I was like, wait a minute, Pace. Pace is still an option. It is still on the table. And I just thought about the tour that I took and how much I loved it, and how there's so many different students there for doing different things, and how great all of the programs that I talked about were, and how great the classrooms were, and the campus itself, and how much I loved that area of New York. And I was like, wait a minute, this might still be on the table for me. And so then I started looking into career services at Pace. I wanted to look at what all they offered before I, fully committed. And I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do at this point. I knew I wanted to major in English. I really liked writing. I really liked comedy. And all of a sudden I saw that they were posting about these people who worked for like Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert. And I was like, that's like kind of my dream and kind of exactly what I want to do now that I realize it. And I was like, okay, so I think that Pace clearly has had these students doing exactly what I want to do. They're doing great things, and although I'm not 100% set on exactly what I want to do, I know that Pace is going to give me the skills to figure it out, and I'm going to have these avenues and these opportunities that I wouldn't have at other places. They're not going to pigeonhole me exactly to like, you have to do this. I'm going to be able to figure that out, and I'm going to have the opportunities that I need to succeed in those fields. And also, every student I talked to who was also looking at Pace was like, so someone I'd want to be friends with. I knew that I still loved the people there so much, and of course it is also in New York, and I was like, New York or bust. I want to be there so badly. I'm from Texas and I wanted to get over to the other coast, be somewhere where it's a little bit colder, and so Pace was perfect for all of those things, and I absolutely fell in love with it. The summer before my senior year when I took that tour, I never fell out of love with it, and I still haven't after finishing my freshman year. It's the perfect place for me, and I cannot wait to do 3 more years there, so that is why I chose Pace.